Anthony Taylor versus Gabriel Silva is a pretty interesting outing, and speaking of interesting outings, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my V-Boxing. Anthony Taylor is a crossover slash influencer boxer with 5 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws. One of those wins coming by KO. And hey, look at there, he's apparently my height. Short king, short king. Regardless of his height, the pretty boy has actually made a little bit of a comeback in his last 2 fights with Salt Poppy and King Kenny, both of which he won by unanimous decision and by the power of love. He clinches quite a bit. And most of his fights have been professionally sanctioned, with a few of those fights in between being exhibitions. Gabriel Silva, oh how you've returned. Gabriel Silva is definitely somebody to subvert expectations, considering the last time I talked about him on this channel, I thought he was going to lose. Yes, I understand. I'm a clown. I know my place. And Gabe Silva, according to YouTube BoxRec, has a record of 2 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws. One of those wins actually coming by knockout. Oh, Benny Ben Boy Davis, how you've disappointed us. According to Anthony Taylor, we won't have to worry about him hugging this fight. So what I'm guessing he's going to be going for is straight to the body, because him being 5'7", it might be a little hard for him to reach Gabriel Silva's head, which is 6 feet above the ground. Then again, he also said that before the Kenny fight, so only Lord knows if he's actually going to end up hugging. Jokes aside, I do think Taylor is going to try to lean away from hugging so he can get some actual boxing in. But if he isn't able to get actual boxing in, if he can't land shots that he wants to, he's gonna end up hugging. It's a default for him at this point. Gabe's best strategy in this fight is probably going to end up being something of, hey, let me jab you at range, wait for you to try to do something stupid and then counter, something like that. But whether or not he's going to be able to handle Anthony Taylor's pressure is a different story, because the last time he had a pressuring opponent was Ben Davis, and comparing Ben Davis to Anthony Taylor is like comparing waffles to apples. There's no correlation. This fight is ultimately going to end up being one of whose strategy works the best, because while Gabriel Silva, I do believe, definitely has the range to pull off a full match of waiting, countering, using his range to keep Anthony Taylor at bay, we've also never really seen him fight someone like Anthony Taylor. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not he can actually adapt to someone like Anthony Taylor, whose style can be pretty unpredictable. And Anthony Taylor can get pretty low, I'm not gonna lie, that pause. But Anthony Taylor's height does help him in the fact of him getting under punches, because that man can, pause worthy enough, get low. By the end of this fight, I do see Anthony Taylor winning this by unanimous decision. However, he could pull off a knockout, because Gabe is a bit stationary sometimes, which leaves him open to getting popped. So if Anthony Taylor can replicate something like he did up against Ashley Roxu, good work. If you haven't already liked, commented, subscribed, the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm probably going to cry myself to sleep tonight. But if you don't, click on this next video. Anthony Taylor's coming for you in your sleep. I don't know, maybe the power of love might actually help Anthony Taylor with this one.